What's up? What's up, guys? What's up? I'm on my way to the gym. I'm gonna munch on this oatmeal. I'm waiting for it to cool down. It's pretty hot. Just took it out of the microwave. And I've already had my steak, about 3 ounces of steak, like steak bites, that I've cooked earlier in the week. And Uncle Ben's white rice. So that's a carb source. Oatmeal's a carb source and got some protein in. So that way it can take into effect into this workout. And I'm on my way to the gas station. I'm going to pick up a large can of White Monster just because of the fact that I am tired. I'm exhausted. Just my body. So I need to wake up, get in the zone, and we're going to kill it today. Make today a good one. And it is 2:23 p.m. And the date is December 20th. So 5 days until Christmas, which is crazy. So we're going to go ahead, kick it, and get this workout in. So let's do this. Alright guys, so I brought the White Monster, got the large can like I said, and you know it's kind of hard to eat oatmeal while you're holding the camera. I try to find a place on the dashboard for the camera to actually be stable on, but see, like my dashboard's pretty dusty, but I know I need to clean it. But it's like rounded off. It's not a flat surface, but I'll try to work with what I got, I guess. But you know what? That's impossible. So, you know what? Let's try this. Yeah. Yep. It's not gonna work, guys. So, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just finish up this oatmeal and start sipping on this White Monster here. Wait for the caffeine to kick in, and I'll just see you guys when we pull up to the gym, alright? Alright guys, so right here, it's a different variation for a lat pull down. What I did is grab these separate little handles and you just wrap them around the grip. And to give you guys an idea of what the actual exercise machine looks like, just an original lat pull down machine. And it's just a different variation. All it is to add thickness into your lats. Make sure you're pulling with your elbows all the way through. And I usually perform this exercise for about 3 to 4 sets to 10 to 12 reps. Just to increase the intensity. So this is what it looks like, and I'll record the next clip so y'all can see what exactly how it's supposed to be looking like whenever you perform this exercise. Close grip. Alright y'all, I'm home from the gym, and what I have here is I'm jotting down some notes so that way I can cover, I don't know, questions that I get on a daily basis and mainly on my social media platforms. if you guys do not follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, it's Pee Wee Fitness all together. No underscores, no slashes, no dashes, nothing like that. But let me show you guys what I have here, just some notes. It's pretty much going to cover the difference in a bulk and a cut. Meaning a more better term for bulk would be a caloric surplus. Pretty much surplus, and a cut would be deficit. So yeah, let's jump right in this. So guys, I know a lot of people seen on my Instagram post, I've had pictures of me when I was bulking and when I was cutting, and people are like, holy shit, you look better whenever you were cut, leaner, your abs were showing, you're more vascular, more veiny, more grainy looking, you can see more striations. Striations are like the lines in the muscles, for those who aren't really familiar with like the fitness terms, I guess, so to speak. But whenever you start cutting down, you start seeing more veins, you start seeing more striations, which are the muscle fibers in the muscle. And that's what you see in most bodybuilders that are actually getting, especially whenever they're in prep. What prep means, they are cutting down to step on stage. Whenever you hear that term being prep, I'm in prep, or getting ready or whatever, that means somebody's about to step on stage, meaning they probably compete, or they're either cutting for a photo shoot, because you want your abs to show whenever you're getting ready for a photo shoot. You don't want to have your abs covered up in layers of fat and not have them show in a photo shoot. So what I have here is why you should cut down. Like I said, if it's the necessary reasons why you should cut down is if maybe not to the extreme to where you're getting down to like a 5-6% body fat percentage, because that right there, whenever you start entering that phase or getting that low on body fat, you are either getting ready for a photo shoot or a show, meaning you're going to step on stage, showcase the muscle you worked for in the off season. And what I mean by that is there's a lot of young kids, especially if you're watching this, if you're from the age of 15 to 18 years old, 19 years old. And I've always been told this whenever by older men, as I was at that age. Right now I'm 21. But what I would recommend is you guys continue being your bulking stage. Whenever you start working out, you notice that you have so much, they call it the newbie stage, like the newbie gains. What that means is whenever you start working out, you obviously start progressing. You obviously start seeing that muscle develop and your muscle growth growing onto your body. And the reason why people are like, holy crap, this dude is getting swole, or this dude is getting big, the reason for that is because you've never seen that guy who never worked out in his life or lifted a dumbbell in his life. He's now putting in that 3, 4, 5 months of training into the gym, and now you're starting to see him pack on all this muscle tissue. But whenever you start doing that for years, guys, I'm talking about once you start hitting that 3, 4, 5 year mark, it gets really, really detailed to where you really got to stay on track on your caloric consumption, track your calories, how much calories you're intaking, depending on if you're trying to bulk or trying to cut. And what some tools that I can provide or suggest to you guys would be like MyFitnessPal is an app that I use to track my calories. And what you abide by is the nutrition fact label on every single food that's out there. And if it doesn't have the nutrition facts label, like if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm pretty much referring to the back of a cereal box. You'll see a big white label. It'll say nutrition facts, and it'll say the amount of calories, but I don't go by that. I go by macros. What your macros are your proteins, your carbohydrates, and your fats. Now, I'm going to go into that into another detail, because that right there is like a whole nother, pretty much a whole nother world. And I want to keep this specifically on this bulk and cut topic. But yeah, you're pretty much, it's going to play like a 90% role when it comes to bulking and cutting is your calories. That's your diet. That's why everybody says, oh, you want to lose weight? Your diet. You want to pack on muscle? That's your diet. Now, that's what it revolves around. And like I said, you should only cut down if you're going to prep, if you're getting ready for stage. And I'm talking to the extreme, to where you're trying to cut down your layer of body fat, and just really get that peeled, nice skin tight look. And the reason as to doing both, just stated it right there. Okay, so how to enter the bulking stage and the cutting stage. Now, everything is based off of your body weight. Now, everybody weighs differently. This guy can weigh 185, this guy can weigh 130. Now, on how to enter that bulking stage, you have to track your body weight every morning. Your morning body weight is your accurate body weight, because whenever you sleep, believe it or not, you sweat. And I don't really like to use the body weight, like the scale, as a tool, but it is a nice way of going about, oh, okay, so I'm losing weight. Oh, okay, so I'm gaining weight. Whatever your goal is. I like looking at myself in the mirror whenever I wake up, because that is your actual weight. That's your look. That's the most accurate body weight you will ever see. Because think about it. The reason why that's the most accurate is because throughout your day, you have food in your stomach, water in your body, you have clothes on, underwear, socks, shoes, whatever. And that's the reason why the morning weight is pretty much the most accurate, the most reliable source that you can go about that. And the effects, guys, the effects of, whenever you're bulking, what happens is you're consuming all these extra calories. There's a maintenance mark, meaning a maintenance mark is to maintain your weight. That's not to gain, that is not to lose, that is to maintain. And that is completely okay depending on your goals. Like I said, it's all about your goals. And whenever you bulk, so say here's the line for your maintenance, you want to eat above your maintenance calories. And to find out your maintenance calories, you have to track everything you're consuming and your body weight to see whether or not it's fluctuating or not. And so here's your maintenance calories. You're eating more than your maintenance, and so you'll enter this caloric surplus, or that bulking stage. And if you eat less than your maintenance, you'll end up in your cutting stage, or in a deficit. And whenever you are in a deficit, let's go for deficit first, in a cut, you will notice that your strength over time, you will lose strength. Why? Because it's common sense. You are consuming less calories than your body needs. Your energy levels are not going to be as high as they used to be. They're going to be low, so you're not going to have that energetic vibe that you're ready to go to the gym and kill it, because you're not consuming enough calories. Think about it. Whenever you're hungry, you're at work and you have like 3 hours till you get off, and you're hungry, you get agitated, you get aggravated. You start getting mood swings, and that's the same concept here, but for like 16 weeks, 15, 14 weeks, however long you need to cut, depending on how you look already. And so whenever you're cutting, there's a lot of side effects. Yeah, you may look good, but your irritability levels will skyrocket, meaning you will get irritated at the smallest things because you're constantly hungry, you are drained, you're constantly tired. That's the reason why this sport is not made for everybody. It's really a mental sport, and I love putting myself and my body through that type of phase, because it really challenges me as a person, and it helps me get through things, meaning that once I know I'm capable of getting through this phase and finding it, and knowing that I gave it 110%, I can apply that to life, in all areas of life, and continue to dominate in each aspect. Now, whenever you're cutting, like I said, you will see vascularity, your veins will skyrocket. Your body fat literally will go from, think of it as an analogy, like you have a coat, right? And whenever you're cutting, you're slowly peeling each layer off, week by week by week by week. And you start getting veinier, you start getting more striations, you look crispy, depending on how you cut, depending on your water intake. There's a lot of factors that play in this. I don't want to really try and cover that right now, because I don't want to lose you guys on this topic, really. But I'll go into all that, like I said, in another video. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. You will pretty much put yourself through hell and back, and that's why a lot of people give props when they know how it's, if they've been it through themselves, or they understand what you got to put your body through to get there. That's why there's so much respect handed down in this sport of bodybuilding. It is intense, it is crazy, and yeah, like I said, you may look good or have that sexy look, but deep inside, trust me, you are suffering. You think about it, like you're pretty much not starving, but you're limited. Like, think about if somebody said, here's what, $100 for today. Now you got to use that $100 very, very wisely. You got to pick and choose your parts, and you can either spend $100 in the morning and not have shit to spend throughout your day, or you can spread out that money throughout your day, so that way you can have enough for the entire day, as opposed to being like, damn, like I'm really hungry right now. Like what I would do for my meals, I would spread them out and only eat whenever I would really, really, really be hungry. I wouldn't just be like, oh crap, I'm hungry, let me eat all my meals right now. No, because I know I would regret it later. Yeah, so there's a lot to cutting, guys, and that's why I say, I know all you young kids out there, y'all want to look shredded and stuff, but the thing is, whenever you're that young, you need to focus on packing on muscle first. Because whenever you cut, it's not going to look as good as you see your role model on Instagram or this bodybuilder on Instagram, because these guys have been bulking, and what bulking is, you're consuming more calories than your body needs, and so therefore it's expected to add all this extra layers of body fat, and so you're not going to look as cut, but you are you're just going to have a lot of layer of body fat on you, so your energy levels are going to be high, you are going to get stronger. You're gonna look a lot fluffier. Girls kind of look at it as getting fat. I mean, but I don't do it for females. But whatever your motivation is to get started, whether it be girls, whether it be trying to get back at your ex, relationship issues, whatever, stick with it, guys. And eventually, you never know, you'll probably fall in love with the sport. If not, it's not for you. I mean, I totally understand. Everybody has different things, different interests and passions. So go for it. And whenever you're bulking, like I said, you're more fluffier, you have all this body fat on you, and you tend to notice that your shirts start fitting a lot tighter. They're not as loose anymore because you have a lot more body fat on you along with the muscle you're packing on. And for however long you bulk for, say 4 or 5 months, then whenever you start cutting down, you're going to showcase, meaning show the muscle that you worked for while you were bulking, while you did look fat or fluffy, and how these we're consuming all these extra calories. And so that's what's pretty cool about it. That's why you see us guys, we don't stay shredded year round, because it's unhealthy. You're not going to want to put your body through that for year round. It's honestly, it's not sustainable. I mean, if you can do it, I mean, props to you, but just know that whenever you're in a caloric deficit, it is impossible to pack on new muscle tissue. And why? Because you need those extra calories in order to produce new muscle tissue, so that way whenever you cut down again, you can showcase that new muscle tissue that you worked for. So there's a lot of science, there's a lot of knowledge behind it, and where I've noticed that where I've gained most of this knowledge from was books. Get your nose in them, read about them. If it's something that you really want to take serious, that's what I recommend. And like I said, everything determining whether or not you want to bulk or cut according to your goals, it all comes back to calories, not workouts. There's no special workout or secret workout or ab workout. Nothing like that at all, guys. It's all in the diet. It's all in the kitchen. All your time spent in the kitchen, and that's why this sport is really tough. It's honestly not made for everybody. But if you decide to go that route, just know it's a selfish sport. You really got to stay committed, stay dedicated, stay self-disciplined, and just push yourself to your limitations and grind to your fullest potential. But that is the topic that I wanted to cover, because I know I get so many questions on this, and I hope you guys took that very informative and learned something today, especially off that topic. And I love every single one of you, all the encouraging words, all my supporters, all my subscribers, everybody who watches me, watches my videos, who supports me on Instagram or all social media platforms in general. It means the world to me, believe it or not. I read the comments, I see the likes, I love you guys, and one day I will give back. But in the meantime, I want to give you guys back as well by giving out this knowledge. And if you're craving more knowledge, like I said, get your nose in books, notice about it. Don't go about one article. Read a lot, learn a lot, and grind a lot. I love you guys. PB Fitness. Checking out. If you're new to my channel, please like, share, and hit that subscribe button if you're new. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.